Yo, what's up, USA, International, Canada, Long Island, aka Strong Island, plus the five spots of Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Staten Island, and Queens. This is your man G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator, YouTuber, creator, host with the most, misunderstood lonely nomad, unstoppable independent podcaster, and the man who holds the back doors of the Q5 and N24 buses, and of course, content creator, of course, included, and of course, YouTuber of Laurelton, Queens, New York. And yes, you are now rocking with the 334th episode while listening, streaming, and watching Off the Meat Rat Chainz New York Avenue podcast. Yes, episode 334 is live and direct from StreamYard alongside with YouTube and alongside of myself is the Instagram live feed right here in case you guys have any comments on today's episode as far as the topics and all that other stuff. Just leave them in the comment section down below. All right. So, um, without further ado, make sure you go ahead and grab that subscribe button for me and also click on the notification alerts so you'll be notified on each live podcast recording. Episodes are going to start based on the date, time, the time, date and the time. Yes. All right. Leave a like and a comment alongside with the topics being discussed. Of course, stay tuned for more of your content, upcoming episodes, um, and the previous episodes in case you miss anything. Um, and of course, be sure to listen, stream, and watch the episodes in case you miss any of them. Don't worry, I got you back. Um, at the end of the show. Now, because I don't normally do emergency recordings, but I had to do some emergency recordings because of the Mets game I've been watching lately. So, you know what I'm saying? So today I want to get this episode out the way and I'm gonna try to see if I can get the last episode out the way. And all that great stuff right there. Now, how is everyone doing? Happy Friday. You know what I'm saying? Happy Friday. I hope everybody's enjoying themselves, especially especially in class, work, driving, whether it's during rush hour, wherever it may be, man. I know sometimes it could be stressful, especially stressful times, especially with all this craziness that's going on in the whole world. Um, all that crazy stuff. Um, I'm not gonna get into too much of that. So, what do you say we go to our main segment right here, man? The New York Mass Transit Files right here, man. We got some transit talk to talk about here. All right. All right. So let's get into some transit stuff right here. All right. Um, we're gonna go into um yeah, let's talk about the yellow rails for a sec, man. If they actually really help. Let's get into it. So this is according to the New York Post right here. So the Metropolitan Transportation Authority has installed safety rails at a Washington Heights subway station as part of a new pilot program, but Big Apple strap hangers say they are not sold on the idea. End quote. They should put barriers at every train station in the city, but not like this one. David Mejia, a customer service representative for the Long Island Railroad, told the Post on Monday at the 191st Street 1 train station. What are they gonna actually do? Mejia said. There are openings still. What's the point? Retail worker Christopher Mills called the bright yellow rails a cheap option at best. In Japan, for example, you have high-tech barriers that cover the gaps, Mills said, but this is just a start. The MTA installed the barriers in the wake of a trespassing task force report last year that sought to address subway system falls, shoves, and jumps. Let's see. Hang on a sec. Hang on. Okay. All right. All right. Okay, so the barriers were placed on the edge of the platform over the weekend with gaps in the railings and enough space for strap hangers to get in and out of subway cars. This is about finding creative ways to improve safety, MTA chairman and CEO General Lever said in a statement. A hearty pat on the back to New York City transit professionals who found a practical way to jumpstart the feeling and the reality of safety in the subway system. The plan is to try out the barriers at three other stations. Next, the West 8th Street New York Aquarian F and Q train station, the Clark Street 2 and 3 train station, and a fourth that has yet to be determined, MTA officials announced. It's still in experimental phase, Lieber said. Um, let's see. The agency said New York City Transit last year deployed similar barriers at three stations and is continuing to monitor how effective they are at keeping New Yorkers off the tracks. But the idea met with more head scratching than thumbs up at the 191st Street station Monday. They look ugly, says strap hanger Alex uh Jackie Scova. When I heard they were going to put something up, I really thought it was going to be something more modern. I thought it was going to cover everywhere and go up and down. Another subway rider who only identified herself as L said she didn't see the point. So basically, this is kind of mixed. Not a lot of people are up on it. So anyway, it's been a big issue on the 191st Street. She said a lot of people are being pushed onto the tracks or falling on the tracks. Whether they are sick or high or intoxicated, I don't know. They should do what they do in London. In London, they close it completely. The barriers could also hinder busy strap hangers. On Monday, the doors on incoming trains didn't line up with the openings in the yellow barriers, forcing riders to sidle around them. I didn't even notice, to tell you the truth, UPS driver Stephen Hurd said. Um, yeah, sorry about that. Um, yeah, hold on a minute. Where was I? Yes, let me see. Somehow, however, took it in stride. I didn't even notice, to tell you the truth, UPS driver Stephen Hurd said. They do look kind of safe, but adults know what they are doing. If they want to get on the tracks, he added, it's good for the kids. Kids are running here. Kids are running here. It's just a little sign that says, hey, slow down. Yeah. Not so sure. I'm not so sure about that one right there. And shout out to my homie Sergio in the building, man. Appreciate you, man. Um, where was I? Yes, yes. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We got another transit talk that we need to get to right here. Let's see. Let's see. Hold on a sec. Um, all right. So MTA needs Washington's help, huh? Yeah. It's not every day the president of New York City Transit gets invited to the White House, but then again, not every administration is as focused on mass transit as Joe Biden's. I was in Washington this month for a roundtable on clean bus manufacturing coordinated by the White House Climate Policy Office, the Federal Transit Administration, and the American Public Transportation Association. The reality is the industry is in a bind when it comes to meeting our ambitious climate goals. Right now, there simply aren't enough American manufacturers that can produce all the zero emissions buses the MTA and transportation agencies across the country are looking to buy. New York City Transit alone needs to purchase thousands to fulfill our pledge of a 100% clean bus fleet by 2040. And we're prohibited by federal law from buying outside the United States. Something's got to change, which is why Chicago Transit Authority President Dorval Carter and I presented initial recommendations at the White House for ways to strengthen American bus manufacturing and increase capacity to meet market demands. There's no time to waste. I mentioned the 2040 goal already, and another part of that pledge is to reduce MTA's overall greenhouse gas emissions by 85%, transitioning our 5,800 strong bus fleet to zero emissions vehicles is essential to that goal and to be cleaner. Better bus service for more than 2 million New Yorkers who will rely on our network every day, a ridership greater than that of the next three large bus agencies combined. We're already making good progress. NYC and MTA Bus Company currently have 1,300 low emissions buses in the fleet, including 399 second generation hybrid buses that run on battery only electric vehicle mode a portion of the time, which helps to si- significantly cut down on fossil fuel usage, and 15 all electric buses. Um, this fall, we expect 60 more battery run electric buses to begin arriving at depots across all five boroughs, with priority given to environmental justice communities so these green buses can make the greatest possible impact right away. And we've already placed an order for the next batch of 205 battery buses, thanks to $116 million, $116 million in federal grant funding received via the bipartisan infrastructure law. Hmm. Good luck with that one. Good luck with that. Um. All right. Now we just need to make sure those orders can be fulfilled to get the greenest bus fleet in America on the road. That would um okay. So Richard Davey is MTA New York City Transit president. Okay. Let's see if there's any more breaking stuff I need to actually get into. Let's see. Hold on a sec. All right. Sorry about that. All right. So this week was Earth Day. Um, the number of Uber and Lyft trips in electric and wheelchair accessible vehicles has more than doubled in the past year since the launch of the city's Green Rides program, according to data from the Taxi and Limousine Commission. Yeah. So data posted on April 17th by the TLC shows the number of electric vehicles and wheelchair accessible vehicle trips completed by Uber as a proportion of the rideshare behemoth's total trips in New York City has risen from 7.31% last January to 18.84% this March. For Lyft, the numbers rose in the same period from 7.8% to 18.9%. When the industry is taken as a whole, including newer entrants like all electric Revel, they've risen from 7.44% to 18.64% in the past year. The massive upswing came after the Adams administration announced its Green Rides policy last year, requiring all high volume rideshare services, which only applies to Uber and Lyft, to have 100% of their fleets be either electric or wheelchair accessible by 2030. 5% of Ubers and Lyfts were required to meet the mark as of this year, growing um, sequentially each year until all must fit the bill by 2030. Damn. The TLC says it is 2 years ahead of schedule of implementing the regulations. Over 2 million zero emission rideshare trips took place in March, a city record and double what was seen just in January. When our city set out to make green rides a reality. Trading sustainability for accessibility was not an option, and that's the balance we have struck, TLC Commissioner David Dew said in an Earth Day statement. With the most EV and WAV trips in our history in the same month, we are proving that ambitious strategies can produce historic results and making this a more livable city for all. About 80,000 Uber and Lyft vehicles ferry passengers around the city on a given day, and the growth of the industry in the city has been subject to a hard cap since the de Blasio administration. The Adams administration has sought to do away with the cap on the condition new vehicles are electric, but yellow cab drivers have filed a lawsuit and the program is currently on pause. And the Green Rides program has faced some pushback by disability advocates arguing EV adoption and disability access should not be an either or situation. well, well, good luck on that one right there. Let me see. Let's see. Uh, let's see what we got. What else to talk about? All right. Okay. All right. So let's get into our next segment right here, chatting all the jazz. All right. Um, this next topic is regarding cops getting beat up. We'll talk about that in a sec. Um, so there you have it. All right, here we go. Okay, let's get to what's happening here. Shocking video captured the moment a migrant mob pounded a pair of cops near Times Square over the weekend, but the busted cowardly suspects were still released back onto the street without bail, sources say. The footage shows an NYPD officer and lieutenant initially telling the migrants to move along around 8:30 p.m. Saturday on West 42nd Street in Manhattan before things quickly get rowdy as a scuffle breaks out between the cops and a suspect who is wrestled to the ground. This is crazy, man. This is very crazy. That's when the rest of the punks converged on the officers, raining kicks to the head and body of the pair of New York's finest as the cops rumble with their pal, whose yellow sweatshirt is completely torn off in the melee. The video shows the two officers left on the ground as the pack runs east on 42nd Street towards 7th Avenue and gets away, though not for long. Police initially busted four of the asylum-seeking thugs, identified by sources as Darwin Andres Gomez, Ezekiel, age 19, Kelvin Savat Orocha, age 19, Juarez Wilson, age 21, and Yorman Reveron, 24. All four were charged with assault and released without bail, sources say. Damn. That was stupid. That was stupid. A fifth suspect, Joan Boda, age 22, was arrested Monday night and charged with attempted assault of a police officer, according to police sources. The Manhattan District Attorney's Office said it is still investigating the incident and reviewing additional video of the alleged assault. The two assaulted cops, who were not identified, suffered minor injuries and were treated at the scene. One sustained cuts to the face, while the other had bruising to the body, according to sources. One of the men, a reverend, has two open cases in Manhattan for assault and robbery. In November, he allegedly punched, and bit a Nordstrom Rack employee who caught him lifting a $150 item from the Union Square store's display rack, according to law enforcement sources. Damn. Last month, Reverend also allegedly punched with a closed fist a loss prevention officer at the Herald Square Macy's after trying to pull off a robbery with two other suspects, the sources said. Attacks on police officers are becoming an epidemic. You think? And the reason is a revolving door we're seeing in cases like this one, said Police Benevolent Association President Patrick Hendry in a statement. It is impossible for police officers to deal effectively with crime and disorder if the justice system can't or won't protect us while we do that work. The shocking incident is just the latest example of asylum seekers running afoul of the law in the Big Apple since migrants began flooding into the five boroughs since the spring of 2022. More than 172,000 migrants from the U.S. border with Mexico have flooded into the Big Apple over that span, with more than 67,000 still housed in city shelters and hotels. An email percentage of the asylum seekers have been tied to crimes, including the fatal stabbing of a 24-year-old migrant at a city shelter on Randall's Island on January 7th. The Post reported this week that nearly 100 migrants also have popped up on the NYPD's radar as suspected pickpockets. One team of accused sticky-fingered asylum seekers was busted over the weekend for allegedly targeting Greenwich Village bars. Also this month, residents near Brooklyn's Floyd Bennett Field, where a 2,000 bed migrant tent shelter was erected, complained about lawlessness by the occupants occupants there. Excuse me. By September, more than 40 migrants had been arrested at the Roosevelt Hotel in Midtown Manhattan, the city's intake center for the thousands arriving in the city too. And of course, this was additional reporting by Larry Salona, excuse me. All right, let's see. Oh, let me do the congestion pricing update. Hold on a second. Let me see. Let me do that though. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. All right, hold on. The congestion pricing, where is it? It was, hold on. Okay, so all right, here's what's going on with the congestion pricing situation. Um, the city plans to incentivize businesses to make deliveries during the overnight hours as the Big Apple prepares for the arrival of congestion pricing. Department of Transportation Commissioner Edonis Rodriguez said Wednesday that his agency will allocate $6 million to provide incentives to businesses for receiving their deliveries overnight when traffic is lighter and the congestion pricing toll will be 75% discounted. $6 million, damn. Um. Okay, 6 million. Okay, so yeah, the move is aimed at reducing truck traffic in the Manhattan Central Business District during the peak business hours. New Yorkers are receiving more deliveries than ever before, and we are making them cleaner, safer, and more efficient, said Rodriguez. This incentive program will support local businesses and benefit all New Yorkers by reducing the number of delivery trucks on our roads during busy daytime hours. Depending on their size, trucks will pay either $24 or $36 to enter Manhattan south of 60th Street between 5 a.m. and 9 p.m. on weekdays, not and between 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. on weekends. Damn. Damn. Outside those hours, the toll will be heavily discounted, with truckers paying only between $6 and $9. Damn. Talk about a double whammy. That's crazy. All right, let me see who's in the chat right here. Um, shout out to shout out to Siobhan right here, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. I hope everything's going all right in your life and everything else. So there. All right. So where are we? Where are we here? Where are we here? Yes. So the DOT will incentivize deliveries during a bulkier time period from 7 p.m. to 6 a.m. Recipients will be eligible for a lump sum payment aimed at making overnight deliveries more feasible for businesses, like low noise equipment and security equipment like double CTV cameras. The DOT will also encourage suppliers to start using electric cargo bikes or other electric vehicles for their deliveries. The gantries for collecting congestion tolls have been fully installed, and the program is expected to start in June. I heard earlier it's going to start around June 30th. So, yeah, June 30th. Though the MTA could be forced back to the drawing board if the judges rule in favor of plaintiffs in one of various court cases seeking to overturn it. Well, yeah, business owners can attend two webinars on June 3rd and the 10th to provide input on the program. DOT has overseen the off hours delivery program since 2010 and has 27 business participants with over 1,000 locations between them, including Just Salad, um, Anheuser-Busch, and Whole Foods. Well, yeah, good luck with that one right there. Um, anyway, let's see what else we have to talk about here. Um, okay. So, all right, let's get to Killer Mike. Let's highlight Killer Mike for a sec, actually. Um, Following a banner year in his storied storied career, Killer Mike locks down yet another trophy for the mantle in the form of Artist of the Year for the Double XL Awards 2024. Killer Mike wins Artist of the Year for Double XL, excuse me, Awards 2024. On Monday, February 19th, Killer Mike capped off an incredible run over the past year by being revealed as Artist of the Year for Double XL Awards 2024. The announcement finds the Atlanta mainstay rising above an elite group of immensely talented rhymers who were all more than worthy of receiving the honor. Other rappers included in the Artist of the Year category this time around were Doja Cat, Nicki Minaj, Drake, Travis Scott, Lil Uzi Vert, and J. Cole. Killer Mike dropped the passionate autobiographical album Michael back in June of 2023, his first full-length solo project in 11 years. The 14-track masterpiece is the driving force behind Mike's well-deserved Artist of the Year recognition. The LP reached a peak position of number 58 on the Billboard 200 albums chart. Aside from commercial success, Michael garnered universal praise from fans and critics alike. The MC also took home the win for the project in the Album of the Year category for the Double XL Award 2024. On the strength of Michael, the politically conscious lyricist also snatched the crown as 2024's Male Rapper of the Year. Um, Earlier this month, Killer Mike took home Grammy Awards in each of the three categories he was nominated in. In a clean sweep, Mike earned um golden gramophones for Best Rap Album with Michael, along with wins for Best Rap Performance and Best Rap Song with Scientists and Engineers featuring Andre 3000, Future, and and Aaron Ellen Kane. Future wins Artist of the Year for Double XL. Yeah, I'm not gonna read it. No, hold on. Yeah. This year, Killer Mike earns the title of Artist of the Year following Future's big win in the same category in 2023. The Atlanta mainstay achieved his Artist of the Year crown last year on the strength of his chart-topping 2022 album "I Never Liked You." Future's ninth studio album spawned tracks like "Wait for You" featuring Drake and Thames, which reached number one on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. The track also won the award for Song of the Year for the Double XL Awards 2023. For 3 consecutive years, 11 out of the 12 Double XL Awards 2024 categories were voted on by the members of the illustrious Double XL Awards board. Among over 250 music industry insiders and executives, the Double XL Awards board includes artists such as Eminem, Fat Joe, and Method Man, as well as hip hop media personalities like Ebro Darden and Charlemagne the God. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's get into JID. Let's get into JID. After more than a decade on the mic, JID finally has a long overdue hit on his hands. Surround sound featuring Baby Tate and 21 Savage has been steadily climbing up the Billboard Hot 100 chart for months now. The track currently sits at number 43, but hit number one on the rhythmic airplay chart on Tuesday, March 5th, thanks largely in part to the ceiling challenge that took over TikTok last year. The ceiling challenge? Jeez. How did Surround Sound blow up, you ask? The song, which appears on the Dreamville members' 2022 album, The Forever Story, began to gain traction on the video sharing app in late 2023. The challenge involves people taping their phones to the ceiling to produce a bird's eye view effect as they dance to the track. Damn. Oh man. The song in turn ruled the TikTok Billboard Top 50 chart for 2 weeks in December. um the solo hit produced by Crystal, DJ Scheme, and Nuri is a well-deserved accomplishment for Jid, considering he lauded level of lyrical talent and how long it took to get to this point. About 7 years on a more mainstream status, born and raised in Atlanta, the 33-year-old rapper began making a name for himself after releasing 2012's Root of All, Root of Evil, Root of Evil, 2020, 2013's Para 2, and 2015's DiCaprio before touring alongside Absol and Earth Gang. Wait a minute here. All right. Shout outs to the people from my favorite ice cream truck. I see you. This tour caught the attention of J. Cole, who signed him to Dreamville in 2017. Jid then built a good buzz with his debut album, The Never Story, specifically with songs Never and Ed, and Eddie later that year. Not the cartoon. From there, he was included in the 2018 XXL freshman class. People had a lot to say about the inclusion, and critics felt he was far too unknown to be placed on the cover. I love the question we get. What's a JID? What's a JID? Double XL editor in chief Vanessa Satin told the Breakfast Club in 2018. Um, Jid continues to rise after Double XL freshman class. Jid's gradual ascension continued after freshman. His performance of Working Out on the YouTube channel Colors went viral, with many rap fans comparing the young Atlanta rapper to a Kendrick Lamar level talent. He linked with Imagine Dragons for their song Enemy, which hit number 5 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart in 2022. After that, his lyrical talents began to break through to rap fans everywhere. Despite the support, a chart topping solo hit eluded Jid. Even after the release of The Forever Story, his most anticipated project, the rapper admitted in interviews that he was disappointed by the reception of the project. He said, in quote, everything is really quick, so it's not really like rap just said of the state of rap on the Throwing Fits podcast back in 2023. People don't really care about it as much. Even as it's grown in popularity, it's moving super fast, and I don't think people really care about. I think it's more about being viral or being the first to get. I don't know. I got a weird theory about it. Regardless of Jid's thoughts on virality, viral virality. It seems going viral with surround sound has been very good to the Dreamville rapper thanks to the ceiling challenge. It's a long overdue moment for a rapper who deserved it years ago. Well, since we talking music, let's get into some let's get into um let's get into Nicki Minaj real quick. All right. So Nicki Minaj wins the People's Champ Award for Double XL Award, um, 2024. On Monday, February 19th, the victor of the People's Champ Award was announced as a result of fans' votes. Nicki Minaj was one of 20 artists nominated this year, including Drake, Playboy Cardi, Yeet, Megan Thee Stallion, Lil Durk, and Kid Cudi, among others. Nicki Minaj being crowned as the people's champ may not come as a surprise considering the dedicated fan base she has. As the only fan voted category for the XXL Awards, Nicki's barbs made sure she came out on top. The Queen's rapper has been in full album promo mode for her Pink Friday 2 LP, which arrived last December. For months leading up to the album, Nicki was active on social media more than ever before. The constant communication was a welcome treat for her barbs. Mm, yeah. And she's on tour right now. In case y'all didn't know. Um, and one more thing before I go on, man. Can we stop throwing objects at music artists while they're performing? Like, come on now. Like, first, damn, damn. It's crazy. It's crazy how people do shit like this, though, man. That's crazy. Um, that's crazy. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy though. Yeah, so yeah, congratulations to Nicki Minaj on the People's Champ Award. All right, so let's go to the 13 best best new hip hop songs of the week. Let's get into it here. All right, let's get into it here. So this was posted on April 19th, according to Double XL. So let's get into it right here. So week in and week out, there are plenty of brand new rap songs on no matter the time of year. It can be really difficult to stay aware of what's out and also what's hot. So Double XL decided to make things much easier for you. Instead of sorting out nearly everything that released this week, we've narrowed it down to strictly the best of the week, saving you plenty of time. Expect to see selections from the established stars, the next wave of new talent, the up and comers, and everyone else in between. If your song is fire enough to beat the competition, it'll take one of the weekly spots. You can trust us on this one. Follow our lead and you'll never get laughed off the aux chord again. Your friends will finally trust you with playlists. It'll be wonderful. In addition to that, you can check back every week for the latest and greatest tracks. You'll always have somewhere to turn to each week, being sure to find some songs you'll dig. Um, and of course, enjoy this week's list featuring new songs from Drake, Push Ups, Nicki Minaj's song, FTCU, Sleaze Mix featuring Travis Scott, Chris Brown, and Sexy Red. Um, Gloss Up, Ride Home, and more. So here we go. Yeah, Push Ups by Drake. Hold on a second. I did not mean to do that. Um, the hell's going on here? Oh yes, so yeah, Drake Push Ups by Drake. You have FTCU Sleaze Mix by Nicki Minaj featuring Travis Scott, Chris Brown, and Sexy Red. Define My Name, Nas and DJ Premier. Suffer in Silence, T Grizzly. I Can't Go by Mozzie featuring Afira. Rico by Zero 03 Greedo and Maxo Cream. Oh shit. Oh man. Free Big Meech. Skilla Baby. What kind of name is that? Ride Home, Gloss Up, featuring Jacquees. Double Life by Big 30. Top Off by YNW Melly. YNW Smoke the Lock. Smoke the Lock. Hold on a second. Yeah, Smoke the Lock. And YNWB Slime. Jeez. Questions by Dave East and Harry Fraud. Cheesecake. Iceware Vezo. Can't Talk Hot. Rowdy Rebel and Fetty Luciano. All right. That's crazy, man. So that's your hip hop songs of the week. Um all right. And speaking of which, let's get into let me see. Let's get into Nas challenging Jay-Z for the NYC casino license. Let's get into it right here. Um that's crazy. Um okay. According to Hip Hop DX and Jay-Z, according to Hip Hop DX, Nas and Jay Z are once again on opposite sides of a battle, but this time it's not over rhymes or respect. This took place on Thursday, February 29th. The Queens rhymer threw his hat in the ring with Resorts World Casino New York City's new $5 billion proposed expansion plan, which would heavily impact the casino's Southeast Queens location. $5 billion, huh? Wow. $5 billion. I don't know how many casinos New York has, but I would have to look it up. in a couple of seconds. Um, hold on. Okay, so I've had to do a little research on how many casinos New York City has, and it turns out it has like what 36 casinos, which I didn't even know New York had that many casinos. That's crazy. And this is from a research from the website that I use, which is 500nations .com. All right. So that's crazy though, man. You know what I'm saying? That's very crazy. That's very crazy. You can look up the names of the casinos on 500 Nations website and you'll be able to get an idea on how many there is. And actually I just told you. I just told you just now. So folks, this is very interesting. Like 36 casinos. That's crazy right there. All right, let's get back to the previous topic here, man. All right, so Nasty Nas appeared at an event on Thursday, on February 29th, with gaming executives, local politicians, and celebrity chef Marcus Samuelson to explain the plan, which is meant to entice New York City into giving Resorts World one of its three downstate gaming licenses. The company currently only has a so called Racino license, which allows betting via slot machines in addition to horse races. Um, at a reception, Nas said, in quote, "It's an honor to be here, to be a part of this with Resort World. Realizing the future, seeing what this can be and what it will be." He also shared a video on Instagram promoting the proposal along with the caption and quote, "This is an ambitious project that will give new opportunities to the hardworking families who call Queens home, attract top tier talent, and build up the next generation of leaders. Clearly, with this project, the world is ours." Okay. Cool reference to his song, "The World Is Yours," by the way. Although Resorts World, because it is an already existing Racino, is generally considered to be in a good position to receive one of the three NYC licenses, there is stiff competition, including from Nas' former rival Jay Z. Hove is among the investors in a competing proposal to open a casino in Times Square. Not sure how that's going to work. The Brooklyn bred billionaire joined forces with SL Green and Caesars Entertainment in a bid to erect a swanky boutique style casino at 1515 Broadway Office Tower, which is already owned by SL Green, NYC's largest commercial landlord. As part of the partnership, Jay-Z and his team will oversee entertainment programming at 1515 Broadway, as well as at SL Green's six other properties in Times Square. The the Nas-backed Queens plan, meanwhile, will include a new state of the art entertainment venue, green space, luxury hotel, conference center, and $50 million Genting Innovation Campus to House Kenny, the Jet Smith Academy, Community Healthcare and Wellness Center, and Queens STEAM Institute, according to the Resorts World. Ooh, okay. I see I see where Nas is going with this, though. I see, yeah, I see where he's going with this, though. You know what I'm saying? I really do. Um, wow. Um, wow. Interesting, interesting, interesting. The proposal also includes an aqueduct park that would include 3,000 units of workforce housing, more than 50 acres of new and dedicated park space, and new transit connections to JFK and Manhattan. Okay, I see. I see where he's going with this, though. Other entries in the race for the licenses include the area's other existing Racino in Yonkers, along with Resorts World, rumored to be a near certainty for one of the three licenses, as well as a casino near the existing New York Mets Stadium, an effort spearheaded by Mets owner Steve Cohen. There is also another in Hudson Yards in Manhattan, one in Coney Island, one near the United Nations, and more. The final decision may not come until 2025. Um, 2025. So I might I might keep an eye on this update though, man. This is very, very, very fun and interesting to see here. Let's see. Um, yeah, and let's see. Um, we have. Let me see. Okay, we could talk about the. We could talk about We could talk about this next topic, which is going to be an old Honda car. Ooh. Yes, let's take a look here, man. Let's take a look here. And this is according to hiphopvibe.com. All right. So, um this is crazy, man. Listen to this though. Old Honda wrapped in Louis Vuitton logo and colors go viral. People come up with some of the craziest things for the internet. However, folks have been doing outrageous things long before the internet became interactive. With tax time approaching, which already happened, this is the meme season. Um, Most people are getting their income tax checks and upgrading their lives. Usually, people will show off their extra cash and make outrageous purchases, but one woman kept it simple. All she did was upgrade her car. She got it wrapped with Louis Vuitton. While the situation is being played up for jokes, she was smart with her money. Instead of dropping thousands of dollars on a Louis Vuitton bag, she spent a couple of hundred on a wrap. Interesting. Interesting. Also, hold on a second. Let me move this. Also, instead of going out and buying a car she couldn't afford, she upgraded the car she had. Now she is driving the same vehicle but has a new sense of luxury. Of course, soon as all of this hit the internet, it was met with jokes. When it's all said and done, people will do what they want with their lives. In addition, they will do whatever they want with their stuff. So when this woman got her income tax check, she decided to have some fun. She didn't blow her budget behind a new car of a bag. None of that means she doesn't want to have Louis Vuitton in her life. She has an eye for luxury. So she took the money and got a wrap for her car that includes the LG, no, excuse me, the LV logo and the brand colors. Old Honda wrap in Louis Vuitton logo and colors goes viral. Yeah, that's crazy though, man. Now I'm not sure, I'm not sure anybody that I know would actually do something like that with their car. So everybody knows that Louis Vuitton is so expensive. It's so expensive. Like, what the hell? What kind of shit is that, man? Oh man, oh man, oh man. That's crazy right there, man. But not as crazy as this, not as crazy as this blue drink that I am about to discuss right here, man. All right. Now, I don't know if anybody has ever heard of hold on. Trumoo, right? Not sure if anybody has ever heard of this. But let me see. Very interesting here. Um so this will go I'm actually going to put this under I'm going to put this under munchies and drinks, man. Let's get into it right here, man. Trumoo. I don't know if anybody has ever heard of it, but we're going to discuss this right here I'm going to discuss this right here, right now, actually, because this this is very interesting because next month is May the 4th be with you. This is basically talking about Star Wars, all right? I'm gonna come up with some topics in regards to May the 4th be with you, as far as like some drinks and foods and all that other stuff that you can make. So excuse me. There you have it right there. Um oh my gosh, man. This is so bomb actually. Um this is so bomb actually. Let's get into it right here, right now, though, man. Right here. Let's get into it. All right. We're gonna get into the munchies and drinks portion. Um, but this time we're talking about this blue drink. Um, yeah, we're talking about this blue drink. Listen to this, actually. This oh man. Listen to this though. Listen to this. All right, so with May 4th coming around the corner, according to USA Today, May 4th is National Star Wars Day, and fans of the franchise can celebrate with a special item that can be found in the dairy aisle, or your local grocery store. Trumoo is a farmer-owned brand from the Dairy Farmers of America in collaboration with Lucasfilm. Is releasing blue milk ahead of the commemorative holiday. The blue milk, which has been exclusively available at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge and Disney parks, comes in half gallons and can be found in the dairy section at select retailers in most major markets, as well as DoorDash. The vanilla flavored low fat milk will be available while supplies last through July, the company said. Luke Skywalker can be seen drinking blue milk in Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. He also drank green milk in Star Wars episodes. Wait a second, 6, 7, 8. The Last Jedi. Trumoo is all about fun and flavor. So we're always looking for new and innovative ways to bring the joys of flavored milk from our family farms to families across the country, said Rachel Killo, Senior Vice President of Innovation and Marketing for DFA Dairy Brands, in the news release. Um, With the mass cross generational appeal that the Star Wars franchise offers, we're excited to see fans of all ages indulging in this delicious beverage that's also a good source of protein for strong muscles, Kilo said. The 25th anniversary of Phantom Menace, Star Wars celebrates Phantom Menace 25th anniversary with a marathon of 9 films in theaters. Um, and this is what the people from True Moo Milk said on X. So, entering the atmosphere near you for a limited time only, True Moo Blue Milk. The Star Wars Rebels and your life will love this low-fat vanilla flavored milk. Yeah, you could check out the website starwarsmilk.com. All right. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. Let me see. Let me see. Yes, so Star Wars celebrates Phantom Menace 25th anniversary marathon of 9 films. Star Wars fans will be able to watch all 9 films that comprise the Skywalker saga in select theaters starting May 4th in celebration of the 25th anniversary of Star Wars The Phantom Menace. Star Wars and Lucasfilm announced last month. All 9 films will be shown in chronological order at select movie theaters across the country, including in cities such as San Francisco, Chicago, and New York City, among others. In addition to the showing of the films, fans will get an exclusive look at a new entry into the franchise's TV offerings titled The Acolyte. According to the release, The Acolyte is a Disney Plus series set during the High Republic era. Lucasfilm said the 8 episode show is scheduled to premiere June 4th exclusively on the streaming service. We would be honored if you would join us for this rare opportunity to see Star Wars as it was intended on the big screen, according to the release. Yeah. Okay, this is pretty interesting though, man. This is pretty interesting. I did read somewhere that I did read somewhere that the Trumoo vanilla blue milk, I forget what date it's going to start. I forget what date it's going to start though. So and most of the supermarkets. I'm not sure to be exact. I would have to take a look. I need to, I would have to take a look actually. Let me see something here. Hold on a second here. Yeah. Yeah, I would have to take a look actually. Let me take a look. Um yeah. Actually, actually you could take a look at their website, which is dairyfoods.com. I'm trying to figure out I'm trying to figure out where when is it going to be in particular stores. Let's see. It didn't say anything about this, but um I did hold on a minute. I know I saw so this is interesting. Um yeah, it's not damn. Oh boy. So when is it gonna so wait, let's see. Let's see. Where is this going to I know it's gonna hold on a minute here. I know I read somewhere it's going to be in DC grocery store shelves, but what about the rest? What about the rest though? Hold on a second. Ooh. Of course, you could probably find it in Orlando stores. So this is going to be. Wait a second. Let me get some confirmation. Actually, um. Okay, so this is what we're looking at here. Um, this is what we're looking at here. So yeah, you can find it. Yeah, you can find True Star Wars True Moo Blue Milk. It'll be in the dairy aisles at grocers including Kroger, Publix, Target, Walmart, and Winn-Dixie. That's gonna take place. Wow, wow. Um, just trying to figure out if there's any more. Let's see. What about New York? They're not saying it. They're not. So hold on. Let's see. Let's see where to buy it. Let's see. Yeah, they got it in they have it in New York actually, as a matter of fact, though. True. They have the chocolate version. Hold on a second here. Let me see. Yes, they have the Trumoo. They have the Trumoo chocolate, and they have the vanilla. Um, yeah, they have it right. They have it. They have it in New York. Yes. Um, I was actually going to. Yeah, you can find it in Walmart. You can find it in Target. You can find it in Target. You can find it in Walgreens. Let me see. There's any other. Is there any other? Let me see. Walmart, Target, Albertsons, and Safeway. Never heard of it. Um, yeah, let's see if we can find. Oh wait, it's in stores. Hold on a second here. Hold on. When I actually see this, actually, so let's see. I know they. Yeah. Wait a minute here. Yeah. Yeah, it could be found in grocers like Kroger, Food Line, Food City, Publix, Twice Dailies, Target, and Walmart, and will be purchasable while supplies last through July 2024. Um, Of course, if you want to learn more about the Star Wars True Moo Blue Milk and the special edition Purity Dairy White Milk with Star Wars inspired packaging, including interactive trivia, crafts, recipes, and where to find True Moo Blue Milk products near you, you can visit the website, which is www.starwarsmilk.com. That is www starwarsmilk.com, where you can find your True Moo Blue Milk, vanilla or chocolate in stores near you. So there you have it right there, man. That way you'll get a better idea which state they'll have it in. They already got it in New York already, as a matter of fact. So you can check that out too. Let's see what else we have left to talk about here before I even wrap up here. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Yes. I did not get a chance to check out Echo, but we'll talk about the Echo TV series right here, man. Let's talk about the Echo TV series because there are some people that are mixed. There's some people that are mixed about it. Um, so we're gonna talk about it right here, right now, on the segment right here, which is TV show checkouts right here, man. All right, here we go. All right. All right, let's get into Echo right here, man. All right. Okay, so here's what we have here according to Deadline. Um, here's what we have here. So yeah, so turns out those predictions and wishful thinking that Marvel finally had lost the plot were a little premature. Um, this took place around, let me see. This was released in January, according to yeah. So um launching today on the increasingly integrated integrated Disney Plus and Hulu after an anemic year for the Kevin Feige run studio. The very real and unapologetic Echo is one of the most powerful things Marvel ever has made. To be honest, even with such top tier talent as Reservation Dogs, Devery Jacobs, the English's Chasky Spencer, and the iconic Tantu Cardinal on board, I didn't think Disney and Marvel had it in them to be so audacious and savvy. It's great sometimes to be wrong. Led by Alakwa Cox reprising her Hawkeye role assassin Supreme Maya Lopez. The 5 episode Echo strips away most of the endless teasing and cloying ethos of the past decade of Marvel films and shows and tells a complete story. The result of the result both breaks your heart and raises up your spirits. The first small screen offering from the newly minted Marvel Spotlight. The decidedly unconventionally straightforward Echo is exactly the tone and tenure the foggy run outlet should be embracing to keep up with to keep up with its fan base and enlarge the MCU franchise figuratively and literally. Note to Foggy and Disney CEO Bob Iger, you have a winner in Echo. Don't blow it, boys. While the show picks up less than 6 months after where 2021's Hawkeye ended with a revenge juice Maya Echo putting a bullet in the head of crime lord Wilson Fisk, Kingpin played by Vincent D. Onofrio. This Echo stands outside the greater MCU for the most part, though there is typical post-credit scene in the final episode that implies a big man without fear move come. To some degree, even with Daredevil, played by Charlie Cox, swooping in for a bit of prologue, that removal from Marvel tropes is because series creator um, Marion Dare, Marion Dare, um, takes the character out of Marvel's usual New York City stomping ground and puts her on the road to her Tamala, Oklahoma hometown. Without enraging the House of Mouse by giving away spoilers, it is a shift that puts Maya Echo back with family and the Native American culture she long left behind. And the shit subsequently hits the fan with a myriad of blasts from the past. Dark and bloody physically and psychologically, as well as action filled, Echo is rooted in the near numbing grief of pain, loss, and betrayal, as well as the history of the uh, Choctaw, Choctaw people, yet meticulously melding genres, cultures, centuries, and the pledge to make America skate again. Wow. That shit is funny. The much delayed miniseries is equally steeped in resilience, reconnection, and restitution, too. If there were nothing else was good about Echo, Echo, which is far from the case. The show certainly proves that a deaf and amputee lead actor can represent across many communities and scenarios, even before things get more powerful and deeper into the secrets of some true evils. It also proves that Cox and her prosthetic leg can kick ass with the best of them, which is the coin of a couple of realms in today's media landscape. Straight out of working in an Amazon warehouse, the the Meno the Menomine the Menominee and Mohican nations, Cox made her professional acting debut in Hawkeye just 3 years ago. The abilities she harnessed out of her disabilities and displays on screen in Hawkeye and in much greater range in Echo are bested only by her obvious skills and charisma. Saying more with a look in the boxing ring than most of her peers could squeeze out a two-page monologue. Cox is not simply a good deaf and amputee actor. Providing Echo with both its foundation and rocket fuel, she clearly is a very good actor who will shine in many productions and projects in what should be a long and very successful career. In that vein, uh in that vein, and a heads up to Cox's future directors and writers. The wide use of American Sign Language in Echo empathetically leans into the lead actor situation and makes it a strength. Self evident when you see it on screen, the integrated use of ASL for everyone else around Cox also sets up an intimacy with Maya, aka Echo, and other characters to forge a different sort of storytelling. AS ASL encircles the main cast in a complete world. It invites the viewer in deep. In fact, though rarely enacted on screen to this extent, Echo's use of ASL, like the show's connection to to the um, Choctaw, is a a pretty smart way of making television that others should strongly consider. Going big by getting close to build narrative bridges combined with an insightful visual palette pays off for the story and the audience. Jumping between much more than just two worlds. To paraphrase Myers' father and deceased tracksuit mafia commander William, played by Zahn McClellan, Echo has a loud and powerful voice. Aside from the debt to the Netflix originating Daredevil, Jessica Jones, and Luke Cage series with more than a Little John Wick and some old school cable crime shows like Oz and Sleeper Cell, there is something in the eloquent Echo that exists beyond the Sydney Freeland and Katriana McKenzie directed TV MA show itself. Um, in the midst of Reservation Dogs' now completed spectacular final season, the success of Billy Luther's Fry Bread Face and Me movie on Netflix, what if Kahari reshaped the world? Episode and Oscar frontrunner Lily Gladstone's historic Golden Globes win past this past weekend for her Killers of the Flower Moon performance. Performance. Indigenous stories and talent finally are getting some of the recognition they deserve. Of course, we've been down this path many times before, as the flurry of cancellations in recent months on networks and streamers makes clear. We've all seen how it doesn't go far for the underrepresented in the long run in Hollywood. We've all seen that after a flurry of studio self-congratulations, indigenous peoples' stories and their presence on both sides of the camera fades away to be replaced by the latest short-lived trend that makes white executives feel good about themselves. Echo has the power to shatter that parakeet pattern pattern, or at least smash a big hole in it. On one of the biggest platforms in the world, from the media company with one of the biggest footprints and pedigrees, Echo contains the vigor required to kick a door of discrimination down because it has the power to resurrect the battered Marvel money making machine. In media and everywhere else, money talks and everybody listens, especially when a multi-billion-dollar slate is at stake. Of course, watch Echo, listen to Echo as Maya, aka Echo's grandmother, Chula, played by Tantu Cardinal, says, in quote, generations are echoing, hear the past, hear the future. It's telling you something. Look, let me tell you something. I'm going to do an episode one of these days to actually express how annoyed I hear some of the not all, that some of the YouTubers are always thinking that everything is fucking woke. Well, look, look, man. Like I said, man, I'm gonna do an episode in regards to that. I'm gonna save my thoughts on this in a future episode. So all I'm saying is, all I'm saying is, um, you have to stop ruining things for people, oh, because you think everything is woke. What's wrong with representation? What's wrong with what's wrong with trying to include other people in other ethnic backgrounds and stuff, man, not just based on race? Because not everything should be all white. I mean, every I mean, have we not learned our lesson from the Oscars so white controversy? Like, everything can't be all white chocolate with vanilla ice cream. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you have to mix shit up. Like, stop telling people that are watching your channels that everything is so fucking woke. Everything is not fucking woke. Okay? I even watched one of the videos, the women from Force of what is it? Force of wait. Let me just get this right though, man. Hold on. Hold on. Before I butcher this shit. Hold on a second. Um um let me let me make sure that okay, hold on a second. Let me make sure I don't. Yes, yeah, the one of the videos that I was watching is from the women from the YouTube channel Force of Light Entertainment. And if you don't believe me, you can listen to their explanation on why everything is not woke, and of course where the word woke came from. You know what I'm saying? So you can subscribe to their YouTube channel, Forces of Light Entertainment. All right. All right. All right. I think that does it. I think that does it for this episode right here. Trumoo. Like I said, I already gave out the website. And stuff. Um I will actually get to um yeah, let me I'm gonna actually give out the website one more time though, man, because I'll give out the website one more time. Let me see. Where is it? Um yeah, so the website, if you want to find out where you can find the Trumoo blue milk vanilla milk, chocolate milk, you can go to www.starwarsmilk.com. And like I said, this is basically about National Star Wars Day on May 4th. So May the 4th be with you, Star Wars fans out there. All right, let's get into all right, we're gonna wrap this up right here, man. We are going to wrap it up right here because um I have to hang on a second here. We're gonna wrap this up here. Um all right. All right, we're gonna wrap it up right here, man. Um, we're gonna go to our last segment of the day, which is going to be stream choices on the go, man. This is where I actually inform you where you can actually follow the podcast, where you can listen, all that great stuff right there, man. So we're gonna get into it right here, right now. Hold that thought. Let me just make sure this loads. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. All right, hold on. Damn. All right, make sure you follow Off the Meat Rat Chainz New York Avenue podcast on Threads alongside with Instagram, along with my other two podcast shows that I do, which I'm slowly getting back to, which is Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks podcast, my sports platform, and my review show, Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast, which is also there as well. And myself, which is G Money Stacks 555 in Queens, New York. Okay. So make sure you turn on your notifications so you can be aware on when I'm going to be on Instagram live recording podcast episodes and all that great stuff right there. So there you have it right there. There you have it right there. And if you go to my link tree, I want you folks at home, if you don't have these apps, make sure you download the apps onto your iPhones, your Android phones, iPads, Android tablets, laptops included, which is Apple and Dell laptop models. Okay. All right. So go to my link tree. You're gonna see a whole list of audio streaming platforms, including videos and stuff. Starting with Odyssey, you have Audible, Audioburst, Amazon Music, Breaker, Bullhorn FM, Castbox FM, Deezer, Listen Notes, Moon FM Podcast, Overhaul FM Podcast, Player FM, Pocket Cast, Podbay, Podfriend, Podhound, Podopolo, Podorama, Podcast Index, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, Podverse, Podcast Guru, Podvine, Snip, Spotify for podcasters, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Radio Public, iHeartRadio, the number one app where you can listen to music and music, radio, and podcasts for free. You don't need a credit card or you don't need a credit card or debit card to download iHeartRadio to to um to do any of this. All you have to do is go ahead and subscribe on iHeartRadio along with other streaming platforms that I just mentioned, and also do the same with YouTube. Make sure you grab that subscribe button for me on the YouTube channel page of G Money Stacks 555, and of course, click on the notification alerts so you can be aware on when the live stream recordings is going to start, and of course, new live stream podcast episodes are uploaded and posted to the YouTube channel page. Of course, if you want to if you want to if you want to watch some of the episodes in case you missed it, it's all there. You can go to the live section on my YouTube channel page, and the episodes are going to be uploaded. It's going to be uploaded and posted. So, you know what I'm saying? So that way you won't be lost on anything. All right. So there you have it right there, man. And please leave a like and a comment along with the episodes, including the topics. Tell me how you feel about the topics in today's episode, alongside with the topics that we just talked about, including Trumoo, including the casino between Nas and Jay-Z, and along with other topics included, all that great stuff. The congestion, tell me how you feel about the congestion pricing that's gonna happen on June 30th. All right, so, and listen, stream, watch the episodes, and along with the along with sharing the episodes, sharing the videos. You can also download, but also add the podcast to your playlist alongside with clicking on alerts so you could be notified on new episodes that's going to be dropping. Um all right. Um of course, tell a friend to another friend. Spread the word alongside with sharing my link tree along with my podcast, which is linktree/G Money Stacks 555, with your husbands, your wives, your boyfriends, girlfriends, the people you are cool with from work, and all that great stuff right there, man. Um, so yeah. And that's gonna do it, man, for me. I'm your man G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator. Thank you very much for listening and taking the time to listen, stream, and watch the episodes, including episode 334, dedicated to the TV show that came out recently, Echo. And remember, the grind doesn't stop. Hard work pays off. If you want something, you have to work hard and earn it, because it's not going to be given to you on a fucking silver platter. All right. Um, and also, I want y'all to remember something too, man. Whenever you are going through something, dark times, emotionally, um, emotionally, and whether it's a loss, whether it's bad days at work, whether it's bullying and all that other crazy stuff right there, I just want you to know that you are not alone in all this, though, man. And of course, with this platform right here, man, I want y'all to actually remember that laughter heals all wounds, and it is the best medicine to cheer up your spirit and to cheer up your souls. All right, everybody needs a little humor, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. And of course, be sure to find your niche, follow your goals and dreams, um especially your skills, and you know, do what makes you happy. Um, that gives you a smile creatively, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. That gets you into your zone alongside with tunnel vision. All right. All right, man. I'm up out of here. I'm going to actually prep for episode 335 in a couple of minutes. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, you could have listened to any other podcast in the whole world, but you chose to listen to my New York Avenue podcast platform right here. So I appreciate every single one of you for listening, tuning in, rocking with me, especially those that are in the West Coast, um, Midwest, Mid East, of course, East Coast, which includes, of course, USA. There's Canada, International, Long Island, aka Strong Island, plus the 5 boroughs of Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Staten Island, and Queens. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your Friday and the rest of your night and your weekend, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Peace.